It's not a bad movie by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of the action sequences were amazing. The cinematography is spectacular. Andy Serkis does a absolutely phenomenal job of portraying Ulysses Claw and making the character fun and enjoyable to watch. But it wasn't a spectacular movie. Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? I wanted to do not so much a review, but more like a first impressions kind of. I just got back from seeing Black Panther. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it's a very interesting movie. I can't really say a whole lot on it. To start off with, I'll give you some backstory on me and my history with Marvel movies. I'm a big Marvel fanboy. Not like, well, I wouldn't say huge Marvel fanboy. I don't read a lot of the comics. I do know quite a few of the story arcs for the comics. I wouldn't say I'm like a massive. I don't know a whole lot about Black Panther. I was excited for this movie because it looked very interesting. It looked like a brand new take on a superhero movie. And I was quite looking forward to it, and I was looking forward to seeing it. So that's a bit of my history on Marvel movies just in general. I just came out of seeing it. First thoughts, it's a long movie, and not necessarily like it's hard to word this thing. Black Panther at the moment is a very touchy subject, as you've probably no doubt read on the internet. It's a very interesting dynamic at the moment. It does have I think it had like 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes from user or audience score and critic score. I don't particularly believe it deserves it, to be completely honest. Like, it's a very weird movie. I'm not going to give a rundown of the plot. If you want to see the plot, go see it. I'm going to try and be as little spoilery as possible, but considering this is a review, do consider that there may be spoilers ahead, so I'll slap a giant fucking spoiler warning across the video, I guess. It's a long movie. It's a very long movie. To put it in perspective for you, me and my girlfriend went and saw it, and we went to see a 3:30 p.m. screening in a town that's about 15-20 minutes away, and it is now 7:03, and I just got in the door, turned on my computer, and started the review. There was probably about half an hour of ads before it, and a lot of credits after, to see a couple of end credit scenes. There's 2 end credit scenes, by the way, so if you're one of the guys that likes to sit around for the end credits, be sure to do that. They're not really the most amazing things, to be completely honest. You know what, let's start with what I liked about the movie. What I liked about the movie was fucking Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis as Ulysses Claw did a phenomenal job in just everything that he did. He was crazy, he was at times a little bit unhinged, and a little bit scary, and that's everything that I wanted from Ulysses Claw. He was such a good portrayal of the character, and it was just an amazing experience. Every minute he was on screen, I wanted to see more of. Like, he did a phenomenal job in that movie. The person that I didn't like a whole lot was the main villain of the movie, I guess you would call him, which was played by, I can't remember his name, Michael's. It was like Michael D something? Hell, hold on, we'll get it up. Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, look, I really did not enjoy his character a whole lot. Like I said, I'm going to try really hard not to spoil anything. He plays Killmonger, which is the main villain of the story. I'm not sure, I'm sure he did a good job for the character, but the disconnect that he served throughout the entire film was really strange. Because it's a very heavily African-inspired movie, a lot of the characters speak in this heavy African dialect with a lot of accents, with a lot of dialect, and a lot of their pronunciation of words is very very African, I guess is the best way to see it. I'm gonna get fucking crucified for being a fucking white boy on the internet dissing Black Panther. But I don't know what it was about his character, but just it really drew me out of this movie. When you get the main character going up to the screen and being like, "Mother, my father was murdered and I could not save him, and help me be the king that I need to be. I need guidance to be able to be the king that I need to be." And then somebody addresses Killmonger, and his response is, "Sup, man? What's going on? Give me the heat." It was just such a, his character was almost really, like, almost jarring, to the point where every time he spoke, it really pulled me out of the movie, and I just went, "Wait, hang on, what? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on with that? What's going on with that?" I don't know. It's very, very strange. Very strange part. Me and my girlfriend were talking about it on the way home, and I feel as though they almost made 2 movies worth of content. I believe I've read something the other day that actually said that the original cut for this movie was 4 hours long. And I'm gonna give mad props to the editing team, because I don't know where the fuck the rest of the movie went. Because I feel as though I was not missing a single detail in this entire movie. Like, everything that I needed to know was there. Everything that I didn't need to know was there. Everything that just, like, it's just a long movie. It's like a long movie, like a really long movie, and I don't understand. I've sat through Schindler's List. Schindler's List didn't feel as long as this movie. Like, I don't know what it was about the plot. The plot is really boring, by the way. Like, really, really boring. I just don't understand where they were going with it. Like I said, I honestly feel as though they made 2 movies worth of content and then just kind of chopped the shit out of it down until it was a single movie. And I almost had to get up and, like, go for a walk or some shit, because I was fucking gone. Oh, God. To go back to what I did enjoy, like, thoroughly enjoyed about the movie. It is shot so well. The cinematography is actually beautiful in this movie. Like, the sweeping landscapes that were apparently filmed in Georgia. All the Korean scene with, like, the Korean street market, and the sunsets, the colors, the entire, all of the scenes that, like, you could tell had really, really heavy, like, African tribe influences. It's just beautiful. Like, the movie is genuinely a fucking beautiful movie. It's really, really good looking. The action scenes, oh man, the action scenes. That's just, like, all of the fights to do with T'Challa when he's fighting fucking whoever, they're spectacular. No shaky cam, no, like, fast-paced editing. These are like those fucking primo $70 fucking high-end steak action scenes. This is like fucking the Kobe beef of fucking action sequences, because everything is just like a single shot, really well choreographed combat. Oh my god, the action scenes are so good. The action scenes alone almost carried this movie. Almost. But this movie would have been so much better if it was shorter and it was 2 movies. I shit you not. I feel as though they would have done a better job. I feel as though they would have done a better job if they had just kept Ulysses Crane as, like, the main villain throughout the entirety of the movie, and then at the end of the movie have something to do with Killmonger, like, alluded to, and that's it. That would have been an amazing movie. I would have loved to seen that. It's just, I don't know. I'm very odds and ends on this one. I think the easiest way to describe Black Panther is that it really, really just did not feel like a Marvel movie to me. And that might be because the last 9-8 years of Marvel movies, we've had, like, this interwoven, connected storyline where Hulk turns up in a Thor movie and Iron Man turns up in a Spider-Man movie, and everybody's kind of, like, interacting with each other. We've had the Avengers movies, the Civil War movie, which is basically another Avengers movie. all this world building and character interaction, like the grand architecture of the entire Infinity War storyline slowly coming together to make a really, really nice story. And then there's Black Panther. And Black Panther is just 2 hours and 10 minutes of just solid Black Panther and just nothing but Black Panther. And I get it. I get that this is the movie that everyone was asking for, but it just didn't strike a chord with me. I don't know what it is about the movie, but it just didn't hit all the right notes for me, unfortunately. You do see one scene right near the end, not gonna spoiler again, but you see one scene with another character from like the universe, if that makes sense. And that's about it. Everything else is just Black Panther and Black Panther's accomplices. And maybe it's because I'm not a huge fan of Black Panther. Maybe it's because maybe it's because I'm a bigoted racist. Who knows? I'm sure the internet's going to paint it that way if this... God, imagine if this is the fucking video that goes fucking viral, dude. I'm fucking out of here. Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck that shit. My closing thoughts about Black Panther is it's not a bad movie by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of the action sequences were amazing. The cinematography is spectacular. Andy Serkis does a absolutely phenomenal job of portraying Ulysses Claw and making the character fun, enjoyable to watch, but it wasn't a spectacular movie. I think maybe 10 odd years of Marvel just consistently pushing out these spectacular films of just like everybody loves. I almost feel as though they were due for a weak one, to be completely honest. It sucks that Black Panther was the one, but I think this is the one. I think this is the weak Marvel movie that we're getting. Hopefully Infinity Wars is better. It feels though there's no chance that Infinity Wars will not be good. It's gotta be good, but who knows? It might not be. In any case, I wouldn't spend money to go see this one. I would definitely call this one a miss, guys, honestly. Wait for it to come out on DVD. Yo-ho-ho it if that's the game that you run. But yeah, I spent my Christmas vouchers that I got from relatives on this one, so I'm not too upset. I wasn't going to walk out halfway through and demand my money back. I wasn't going to be that guy. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you enjoyed whatever it was that you were eating while you were watching this review, first impressions, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to assume that you were eating breakfast. That's all from me for now, and yeah, until next time, guys. Whip, signing out.